Hello and welcome back to another episode from the Studio Block server. Yes, we are back. It's been a few weeks. We are actually on the server for this episode. And we are over at the gaming district at the racing centre because I want to get the interiors done. And this is something that we have already started. So I started doing this in my live streams. Now you might be thinking, Wab, I'm not seeing any difference except the water. I don't think I did that in the episode. I'm pretty sure that was in the live streams. One of the things I wanted to do was have kind of a Hall of Fame thing inside the trophies. So if we head up the water, I've chosen the longest one because why not? We now have a nice spiral going all the way to the top. With the idea being that people can put down sort of signifiers of particularly good runs they've done at any challenges or races. Maybe they can sort of put up their head with a sign underneath something. I don't know, whatever people want to do. I'm just making the space. People can use it how they wish to use it. But yeah, this is for people to say, I did this thing and I think I did really well. This is how I did. And then if you go all the way up to the top, at night time, which is quite nice, it's all lit up, so hopefully we'll be safe, although the top of the trophy isn't lit up, so who knows what's going to happen. But right at the top, we climb to the rim of the trophy, and then you have a nice look out over what will be the gaming area. So then we've got the same thing down at the iron trophy, and also at the gold trophy. So that's nice. Then, if we make our way to the bottom, carefully, I should probably make that a little bit safer. Let's also sleep. Something we designed a few episodes ago, we have the shuffler in place for the scavenger hunt. And we've done a couple of scavenger hunts. I'm going to be doing one in an episode soon. But we have this book which explains all the rules and also a nice leveling system, so they can try the scavenger hunt just with access to everything. They can try it with only access to the farms, not things already in storage though. They can try it with access to no storage and no farms and sort of no villages that we already have, etc, etc. So they've got to collect everything themselves. And then the hardest difficulty is also put your tools away, start from scratch. And then they can come out here and watch it all happen because it's a bit of a lengthy process, and I've designed it so it doesn't give you the shulker box until the process is finished, because I don't want this being unloaded. So that's what we have so far. But we also have these rooms. I think I know what I want to do with them. I think it's going to be a pretty simple design. So I think if we get the smallest room designed, probably in stages while I figure things out, because I haven't exactly decided where stairs and stuff are going to go. That should be good. So I want to keep with the colour scheme we already have for the walls, but extend them to the other floors. So we'll have spruce logs at each of these crossroads, and then wherever we got spruce logs along there, that will be a floor. And then I'm thinking do birch slabs for the floor. Then we can keep the lighting. I think that works. I think that makes sense. It might look better if we actually have logs all the way across, in which case those lights are silly. Here's what I'm going to do. I will, in this area, we're going to have two floors. So I can build one with the spruce slabs going all the way across, and then one where we've got those cross beams of logs, and we can decide which one looks better. And I'm thinking of doing them on that square, that one, that one, that one, that one, and the far one. So we've got this central area open, and also the entrance area open. So let's get that in place. and see how things look. Okay, we have 2 floors in. We've got the differences. The first thing you might have noticed is that I said birch slabs, and we've gone with spruce slabs, because I did birch slabs, and then they went up against the wall, and oh, it was awful. Now, the difference between logs going across and no logs going across. I mean, from underneath, I think I quite like both. The glowstone is a little weird, but I'm not against it. Um, from above, you can see there's a lot of torches up here. We will be doing a different lighting solution. I need to figure out what that's going to be. I think the logs going across is better. So I'm going to replace those with logs. The next stage, stairs, because we don't want to be flying to each floor. And I'm thinking just simple staircase up on either side will do. Don't need to do anything special with it. It's only going up 6 blocks at a time. So let's get those in, see how things look. I'll also get the logs in. As I said, keeping it simple. I didn't really feel the need to go overboard at all with the stairs. Maybe we could add a railing, but they're nice and wide, so there's no real need to. And then we've got another set going up there. I then thought, while I'm at it, let's get some fences in. But this is my first time checking this out. I'd like to use spruce because dark oak blends really well with it. I'm thinking in this case, I might not want it to blend. And I had a feeling about that when I grabbed the dark oak fences. So, and again, this is going to be my first time seeing this. I also grabbed some birch. And I think that looks a lot better. I think the contrast, it just pops. It's just all starting to become one colour. So, let's get some birch in, and then we're going to talk about lighting, because I have no idea what I'm going to do lighting-wise for this. That's something to figure out. But let's get the birch fences in, and then we'll be ready to go. Well, I've got the birch fences in. I also realised if we're going to be having logs along here, I should do them along the ceiling as well, so we're going to have to do that. I don't know why I looked over there. There's a wall there. Hang on. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. We have stairs now. We'll have to do the same thing in these rooms. But for now, let's talk about lighting. I'm thinking, because there's quite large areas to light up, if we're doing lights on the edges, we've got to do a lot of lights. It's looking a bit untidy. But we should be able to do some hanging lights. I don't know. But either way, we're going to have a block there. Sort of block from the ceiling to hang them on, because hanging them from a slab isn't going to look good. So we're going to have a block. And we might do a lantern immediately underneath. Or then a chain and a lantern. Or then 2 chains and a lantern. Probably not that last one. That would actually be quite low. But I'm going to experiment with it. Maybe we do a lantern immediately underneath, a chain then a lantern. And then on the other side we try the same thing, but with glowstone instead of lanterns. So I'm just going to do these across 4 panels quite far apart. Then I'll get rid of all the torches to see how well things are lit. And we can take a look, see what we prefer. And I think that's going to be most of the actual design bit done. Yeah, most of the design bit will be done. We may add more stuff later. Let's get the basics in first. Well, let's start with the basics. This looks bad. It just looks bad. This looks better, but still bad. Let's check out the next floor down where I've done lanterns. Which look better. We do have a creeper because the middle section isn't lit up because I wanted to not have light spilling into the area. Hello, Mr. Creeper. Please do not blow up the work I've been doing. Stay back. Thank you. So, between these two, oh, it's difficult. I think I like the lower hanging ones a bit better. Let's get a better view of these. I think I prefer the lower hang ones. If they were any lower than that, that would be a problem because, you know, you wouldn't be able to jump. But I think this is what we're going for. I'm actually chatting with one of the other members at the moment. I might send them a screenshot and see what they prefer. Dawn likes the one chain gap too. I think. Hope. Maybe. I'll be honest, I've not actually had a response yet. I think Dawn may have gone out. But I like it. I think it looks nifty. And we now have all the lighting, all the floors, all the stairs, all the fences. And I think there's only one change I want to experiment with. And that is if we go down to the bottom floor, we have this path connecting to the other sections. Maybe we do that on every floor. So if I open this up, obviously we don't have a floor on the other side yet. But I think this could look quite nice. Yeah. I like that. Just the idea that so when you're up on the floor, you can then just go over to the next section. Obviously, because this section is taller, the top layers aren't going to have this, but that's not a problem. Maybe on those floors, we could put windows in. Oh, that could be nice. I like that idea. That is something I genuinely just thought of. Yes, we're going to put windows in. It might look terrible, in which case we will then take those windows out. But for now, I'm going to get rid of the bit above. And then I've had an idea for a fun way to do the time lapse, but I don't think it's going to work for both sections. So I'm going to get the other section built up, and then we can do the fun time lapse in the middle bit. But let's get everything built up first, so we can see how things are looking. Progress has been made. This is the other side complete. Also, I heard back from Dawn. She does indeed like the extra chain, so all is well. Yeah, that's 6 floors. On the other side, 3 floors. In the middle now, 9 floors. And I gotta say, it's looking good from the middle. I'm liking having these bits open. I think having those bits be glass and the bits at the top of there be glass, I should have seen that coming. I think that's going to look good. I've got all the resources I need. Let's fill this one up, and then we're probably done. I might be doing some extra bits at the top, but let's get this done first. Yeah, the time-lapse didn't look that great, so I'm not going to put out content that I don't think looks good. However, the build does look good. I think anyway. I hope it looks good to you guys. We've got all the structure in place. We've got all the stairs in place. We've got all the lights in place. This took a while. But also, we have the glass in place. I think that looks really nice. So, looking across, there's still plenty of wall space to put stuff on. But just the middle sections will be looking out to see the trophies. Which does bring us on to the next section. I'm going to go down the floor for this, so I can get out there. We do have a slight issue. I'll need to climb up. Oh dear. There we go. It gets quite dark around here, and we have had mobs spawning. So, I need to light up the base of the trophy. Told you we had mobs spawning. I don't have my sword with me. I'm going to run away. Let's go back inside where it's safe. So, it shouldn't be too hard to light up. I'm probably going to use end rods just to copy what I've got at the top. I'm going to figure something out. I'll get back to you. Hopefully, I won't be creeped. That works. Got some lights on there. Let's go take a closer look. Just got some end rods going across there all the way around. Keeps it nice and lit. Obviously, things are still going to be spawning on here at night, but it means things aren't going to be spawning on the trophies during the day. So I'm happy with that. And it means we should just have one more thing left to do, which I have been thinking about since we started. I kind of just want to see if I can glide all the way down here. I'm not going to be able to, am I? Nope. Yeah, I've been thinking about that since the start, and I still can't decide what I want to do. The problem, and this one is actually a problem, not just a decorative thing, is this drop shaft. You can very easily land on this edge and it will hurt. So I want to fill that in with solid blocks. So we'll still have these chains going up to there, but beyond that it will be solid blocks. What I can't decide is what to fill it with. And I've got 3 options. And we've got 3 trophies, so I think I'll just give all of them a try. And we'll see what we get. So, option 1 is to do it all with spruce to match what we've got at the bottom. Option 2 is to match the colour of the trophy. And option 3 is to match the colour of the wood at the top. Any of them could work. So I'm going to get some resources, try them all, and we'll see what we like. Done all 3 options, making it look like, so the spruce for the interior, the material we've got inside the trophies, and making them look like the trophies. We've got each one. I'll show you all 3 of them. I can't decide. I like them all, and I don't know which one to do. So let's have a look at them all, and then you guys can decide for me down in the comments which one you think works best. So over here, you can see it from down here. We have the material of the trophy. I've included the bottom 2 layers of black for the trophy base. And this is what that looks like. Up to the top, and so you got that transition, but we also have that transition up here as well, so I think it just kind of works. So yeah, there's the trophy one, which, as I said, takes that transition from the bottom to the top. Then we got this one where we keep the material of the main structure, so we keep that spruce, which blends in nicely down at the bottom. And then if we take it to the top, this one obviously it's going to take a little bit longer. So we keep that spruce, which looks nice. And then we got that nice sort of delineation. Bam! So there's that one, which also looks really nice. And then at the end, I've gone for the wood colour. So this is the gold trophy, so it's the bamboo wood. So you look up and you can go, oh, there's definitely something going on. So maybe not blending in is better. I don't know. And we've got this nice bamboo planks, which then looks like it just continues from this bit coming down. They're all great. In my opinion. I really like every single one of them. So I don't know what to do. So yeah, down in the comments. 1 for keeping the colour of the bit inside the trophy. 2 is keeping the colour of the main structure. And then 3 is the colour of the trophy itself. Please do the work for me, because I cannot decide. And apart from that, the structure is complete. The internals are done. So now, this is going to be filled over time as people come up with challenges. We're going to be working on a couple over the coming weeks. Partly, got some mobs up there. Partly because in a few weeks' time, we're going to be doing a charity live stream on the server for Game Blast. It's going to be a big build-a-thon. We're going to do a weekend of doing a build from the build challenge, but not from the previous build challenge, from the next build challenge. So you're going to get a sneak preview as to what the next build challenge is going to be. And one of the things we're going to do with that is whenever a donation comes through, we're going to have a challenge to complete, and we cannot continue with the build until we've completed the challenge. And one of those challenges will have a section in here because it's just going to be good fun to do. We're going to be designing that next week. Also, while building this, I thought we've got all these levels, we've got these pillars. It could make for an interesting thing to have inside the racing centre an Elytra course. So maybe we work on that in the next few weeks as well. I just think that could be really fun to have a race inside the racing centre. So all of that is to come. But in the meantime, if you like the episode, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to try to go down the stairs while I do the outro. And as I said, leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. What should we do for the bubble columns? My name is Weird and Bearded, and I will see you all next time.